Hello, my name is Jess, and I am going to guide you through the quantum state. I'm super excited to show you all of this stuff. It's so dope. I am over the moon. But all of you who are struggling with substances, in like a very low place right now, I'm going to tell you guys some stuff, and then you're going to start seeing the world in a whole different way. And hopefully, within like 2 weeks of really understanding this stuff, you're just going to ditch substances and go into the quantum because it is the coolest, the raddest, the most badass shit that you'll ever do in your life. I should also mention that I swear, so just letting you know, I'm not apologizing for it. It's going to happen. So what I want to talk to you right now, like, let's just get into this, okay? So what I want to talk to you about is the breath, okay? I'm posting a course on the quantum state, and so all of this stuff is going to go in there and way more, so you can start learning how to live life in a completely different way. This is not even like an upgrade of operating systems. This is like completely a different operating system. So I hope you enjoy a lot out of it. So let's talk about the breath. There's 3 things that I love talking about, okay? Or I will mention this forever. So number 1, everything is energy. Energy is not created or destroyed. It just transforms, okay? It's just transmuted. It just shifts. It just becomes enlightened. All of those are interchangeable words, okay? Then number 2 is everything is a system. Everything exists within a system, okay? So what does that mean? Your body is a system, your respiratory system, your circulatory system, your digestive system, your nervous system, all systems. Your heart's a system, okay? If you flip it outward, then you get into your body as a unit. Your routine is a system. You brushing your teeth is a system. You doing your laundry is a system. Your family unit is a system. Your community, your city, your state, your country, the Milky Way galaxy is a system, okay? So there's so many systems in place, and they all operate within each other. And that leads to number 3 is everything is an art. Everything is an art form. Okay. So when you have everything is energy, everything is a system, and everything is an art form, that's all you have to remember. So this is what we're getting down to, is the root of everything. Okay. So the breath. A lot of times when I go into yoga studios or meditation classes, the whole system is not really described or prescribed, okay? And really what we want to understand is, how does this exist within this whole system, okay? Because a lot of the times people actually need 4 or 5 or 6 reasons to do something. It will become compelling once that happens, okay? And so what we understand about the breath is that it's like, oh, you can clear stress, and it makes you feel good and to breathe, and we want to just make sure that our lungs are healthy and all that. That's the general vibe of what I get. I don't really get that really deep instruction from yoga and meditation classes, which is not throwing shade. It just is what it is. And so I want to go into the deeper system so you understand what we're doing. So let's go back to the body. Everything is energy, right? So everything in your body is an energetic frequency, okay? There is like a number attached to it. There are infinite frequencies internally, and there's infinite frequencies externally, and I'll get into all of that later. But all you have to know is that every emotion inside of you actually operates on a frequency. It is energy, okay? So stress, fear, anxiety, depression, jealousy, resentment, guilt, shame, they all carry low frequencies, okay? If you're on a number scale, they're on the lower end. That means they're heavy, okay? They carry a weight on them. The higher you go in the energetic scale, the lighter things become. And that's when people start floating, okay? So what we're doing while we're meditating or we're breathing and doing this clearing, cleansing activity, we are taking the low frequencies in our body, the stress, the fear, the anxiety, whatever, and we're grabbing it in our lungs, and we are shooting it out into the universe when we exhale, okay? So let's try it, okay? I want you to think about your arm, and I want you to inhale, and I want you to think about a very powerful vacuum or a very powerful power washer. industrial strength thing that's going to come in and start cleaning you out like a little Roomba, but industrial strength. So think about your hand. I'm going to have you inhale, but while you're inhaling, you're actually sucking in low frequency energy. Let those fuckers out, okay? So what you just did was you took your stress or whatever from this appendage and you allowed it space to expand. And when you give things space to expand, it does then what? It transforms, okay? So by virtue of you giving the low frequency energy space to expand, you actually gave yourself space to expand. Haha. So what happened is you just opened a bunch of channels within your arm system, and you might feel tingly sensations. You might feel like a buzz, like a buzzing sensation in your arm. When you're doing this very consciously, you'll start developing that sensation and that feel for it. But what you're doing is you just created space by removing all of the low frequency shit out of your body, and you are allowing high frequency shit to come back into your body. So joy, bliss, peace, love, infinite bliss states was what I love to call it. Nirvana, enlightenment. Okay, those are all existing up in the higher frequencies, and so you get the low frequency out, you bring the high frequency in. Okay, and so what that ends up going into in terms of the system is we're starting to shift your magnetism. Okay, because it's all energy. There's a law of polarity. Okay, so we're gonna start shifting your magnetism and your gravitational pull, right? So we're going to clear out the weight, and we're going to make you very light and floaty. And what ends up happening, this is the counterintuitive shit. The lighter you are, the more magnetic you become, okay? So you are going to, like, when you operate at a low frequency state of living, which manifests in sickness, illness, addictions, and you're going to attract that level of frequency if you don't know how to clear it out and let the other stuff in. So once you start doing this breath meditation or shifting practice, if you want to call it that, and you exhale all of the low frequency stuff, and that might come out in a breath cycle. That actually might come out as anger and crying. You might need to dance, sing, draw something, whatever. You need a creative outlet. Remember, we're all in energy speak, so energy needs to be grounded. Energy needs an outlet, right? And so that might just be how it exits your body. But it needs to come out so your new self can come in. So your addiction, the reasons why you have addictions are probably because of fear. It's usually because of fear. So if you clear that out of your body, the reason, remember, everyone needs 5 or 6 reasons to do something. The reason that you do the addiction starts leaving your body. And then what happens? You stop having that reason. And then you don't need it anymore. So this is not sobriety based in abstinence. This is sobriety very much based in gain and abundance, because you're like, oh shit, hold on a second. If I shift from low frequency to high frequency, my magnetism starts attracting, this is the law of attraction, other high frequency stuff into my life. And I don't even have to work that hard to do that, because I've shifted my magnetism. I've made my gravitational pull stronger. So now things are just going to come to me and I don't even really have to work for it. What? Right? So counterintuitive, but that's how it works. It's how it works. Because you are providing light to people. And what is light? It's high frequency energy. Darkness, what we assume to be darkness, it's not darkness as a color is not this sort of darkness. It is just low frequency, and low frequency means that the light particles are operating at a slower pace, okay? High frequency operates like this. Low frequency operates like that. And it's this disparity, this distance of these wavelengths. And we're just closing in the wavelengths. And that's how we become more efficient. I know, right? So what ends up happening is you're going to start becoming in a really good mood. People are going to start changing around you. Your relationships are going to get better. Your hobbies are going to get better. What you spend your money on is going to get better. Your like entire life is going to get better in a very short amount of time because you understand the energy cultivation, the energy transmutation, like power system. You're an alchemizer. That's it. And it just has to do with your breath. So that is one tiny little portion of how this whole thing exists. And when I post the advanced quantum state stuff, you'll really get into it. And you're just going to live life in a whole ass other way. And man, the universe, dimensions and doors and pathways are going to start opening up for you like you've never understood before. And it takes a little bit of a learning curve to understand how this happens, but I can guarantee you that when you get a hang of it, you're not going to want to do anything else but explore the quantum. I can guarantee you it is the most fun shit on the face of the planet. You get to go to the edges of the universe. Why the hell would you want to do anything but that? I don't know. I mean, you can if you want. You can do whatever the hell you want, but you're going to miss out on so much of life. And the weird, quirky, ironic, cosmic, haha joke about all of this is that you just have to give a couple of things up to expand your horizons by like 10 million%. Isn't that crazy? It is what it is. So, I hope you got a lot out of that, and just know that there's more. There's always more. There's always more to learn. And what we did just now is we shifted you into like 16 different states. I don't know if you recognize that, but we did. We applied the law of attraction, the law of space, time, rhythm, balance, harmony, right? Of everything that I just talked about. You can go through and watch it again and listen for the law of balance, law of harmony. Okay, law of balance, karma, right? So like we are really working with all of these tools at our disposal, and it just, most of them are just within our body. We just have to uncover and discover what they are. You have superpowers, and the more that you leave your old life behind, your old patterns, your old processes, and you learn how to really cultivate what you have internally, I'm just going to let you imagine what's going to happen, because I can tell you, I can scream from the mountaintops that your dream life is going to come to you quicker than you could ever imagine. But you got to just do it for yourself. All right, y'all. Thanks for listening. I'll post the course, or I'm going to post the course over time in the next like month or two or whatever. And enjoy. Welcome to the Sunshine Express. Bye, y'all.